Hello everyone, this is Mingjong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minis futures. That's for the session of 9th of July. So in this video, I'm going to show you the market recap on the last session, plus a trade review in the M3 time frame, which I will cover the entry, exits, and the rationale behind. And that trade actually happened in the US session and turned out to become a losing trade. And going forward, I will cover the bias, the key levels to pay attention to, and also the potential setup for the session later. So let's just get started. And you can see that in this chart, the S&P 500 futures had a bullish day yesterday. So we had a slight increase in the volume, as you can see here. Volume is picking up a little bit here, and we have a bullish bar here. But we're still not able to break out the immediate resistance at 3180. And if you recall in my video yesterday, I do talk about a potential inflection point because of this. Okay, let me zoom into the H1 time frame. So in my video yesterday, I do talk about this potential descending wedge. It's a bullish wedge, and with a shortening of the downward thrust, you can see that downward thrust shorten, and together with the downward wave as well. So this is the wave got shortened, and also the thrust to the downside also got shortened as well. So definitely you can simplify it as a descending wedge to judge the character of the market. And you can see that at the US opening session, we have a strong bullish bar, which actually break out from this wedge here. But you can see that the pullbacks actually didn't really have a very good upside follow through. It did have some kind of the demand tail here, but eventually we have a sell off on the bar, this bar at I think that's 11 o'clock as well. So overall, it just managed to recover at the last 2 hours. You can see that here. So it actually recovered in the last hour with some decent volume and closed at a high here. All right. So overall, it's still a relatively bullish session because despite we have this kind of the sell off at 11 o'clock my time here, we see that the demand tail actually is relatively significant, and together with the spike of the volume. So despite the supply come in at this bar, but we also see demand come in as shown in this demand tail, and also the volume signature here. So overall, I think this is quite a nice bullish session because eventually we still managed to break out from this descending wedge. Let me get down to the M3 time frame to have this trade review done. You can see that why it turned out to become a losing trade just because of this deeper test right after the sign of strength rally. Okay, let me drag to this time frame. Okay, there we go. So you can see that I have already marked up the trade here. In my video yesterday, I do talk about potential long scenario because let me get back to the H1 time frame. What I would like to show you is the last hour bar from the day before. So I do talk about this bar here. So this is the last hour bar, which I say that if for this bullish scenario to become valid, I would like to see a commitment to the upside, to the above this last hour bar here, which is a selling bar. And you can see that in the first hour of the opening session, it did commit above, and with a nice test at 10 o'clock bar here. All right, let me get back to the M3 time frame. Just bear in mind that the level at the last hour bar of the previous day is about 3153. So let me get to the M3 time frame and zoom out a little bit here. Yep, that's the trade here. So you can see that 3153 is the level that I would like to see commitment and get tested. and some kind of the interaction with the level. So this is 3153 here. So you can see that just right after this rally up, sign of strength rally, we have a reaction down, and then followed by another small rally, and then another test here. So all this actually happen around this level 3153, which is nice and actually in line to what I actually anticipated. Hence, I just got into the trade on the long side when I enter the trade. So firstly, I see this sign of strength rally is a bullish sign, and followed by the reaction. One thing that has the bearish character here is this bar. We see that it's a sell-off bar together with a spike of the supply, and with this kind of the supply level, I actually anticipate a test of this bar here. So the test actually come in this direction here. So this is the test of this bar, which is nice so far. And also what's even better is actually you just pay attention to these two bar here. Okay, so this is the bar with this volume here. We have a big bearish bar here, and the second bar with a bit of the demand tail here comes with a higher level of the supply here. So what does it mean? It simply means that the demand is in, and we have some kind of the demand shown up here, and that actually happened as a test of this supply bar here, and is at a level of around 3153 or close to the 3153 level here. So I think everything is in line with my anticipation. And eventually I just want to wait for some kind of the confirmation, which it didn't come on this bar, and it actually come at the second bar here. So this is the bar that I entered a long position, because it actually overcome this last bar here, the supply bar here. So that's my long position. But you can see that just right after the close of this bar, we have quite a few, one, two, in fact, it's just two bar stored on the side here. It didn't really have any kind of the follow through to the upside. And in fact, I just got stopped out immediately on this big bearish bar here. So this is my stop here. So just this is a very short duration of the trade. Just within 10 minutes, I got stopped out. And I think one thing which is not in my favor is actually this bearish bar here, because we didn't really see a commitment above. But actually, I anticipate some kind of the test at the level to at least test this level. But I think totally lack of quality demand here, because it just consolidate sideways. In fact, it just formed like a inside day bar for these two candle here, and followed by the sell-off bar here. So overall, it's just got a stop out at -1 reward to risk. So I just took that. Subsequently, you can see that the price actually got spring at the low here. This is the swing low. So a swing low happened at during the London session at around 6 o'clock my time, and it just spring the level and followed by a quick recovery here. So this is another potential trade, but I just didn't take that because it just happened kind of like in the middle of nowhere and wasn't in my plan level. So I just ignore the trade, and this is the only trade that I had. And yep, that's the trade review that I had on a yesterday's session. So let me get down to the H1 time frame to take a look what's happening right now. Overall, I think we are still in a bullish trend, because just right after it actually broke out from this wedge here, or with a shortening of the truss, and we see that is still on a time to just test the immediate resistance level at 3180. So 3180 is still acting as a nice resistance level. So first of all, I would like to see a test at this resistance level at 3180. And if we can break that, then definitely is on the higher levels at the swing high 3230. So this is the swing high here, 3230, somewhere around there. And if you take a look at this slightly larger formation, so this could be like a cup and handle pattern. So this is a cup and that's a handle, or the handle is something like trading range. So yeah, it could be just forming a cup and handle pattern before to breaking out of this immediate resistance level and heading towards this swing high at 3220. So if we take a step back and just zoom in a bit, and just alone for this little structure here, I think it is quite another nice fractal. So it could become something like a rounding pattern, rounding bottom, or you can call it like another cup and handle maybe. So this is a possibility as well. And for the bias, for the today's day trading, I am bullish. And what I'm looking for is actually a test of the key support levels to go long. So you can see that I have marked up the non-RTH low here. I think that's somewhere around 3156. It's around there. And the high is somewhere around 3170. But if we can just do something like this, have a spring type action, reversal, so this could become a potential trade. Or at most, if the non-RTH low couldn't hold, then possibly I'm looking at this last hour bar at, I think, at around 3145. So maybe have a test with some kind of the reversal. So to trade this kind of the reversal to the upside. So this is what I'm looking for. And for the immediate key levels, definitely is the swing high level, or for the resistance is a 3180, the axis line. And I think for 3156, which is this, let me zoom out a little bit here. Okay, so you can see that this is the previous swing high level drawn up in this purple line. Yeah, so somewhere around there. Yeah, I think it's very close to the non-RTH low here, 3150. So this is another support level, 3150, and subsequently maybe 3145. And eventually, as long as it can still hold above this 3130 level, I'm definitely have a bullish view, and it should actually test the higher targets at 3180 and eventually the 322 or 3230 if you can just commit above the 3180 level. All right, so that's I think we'll talk about the bias and talk about the key levels, and also the potential setup is looking for long entry. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something out from the video. If you like the video, just click like and also hover to my name or picture to follow me. Do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification for my future video ideas. As usual, if you have any kind of the comments, suggestion, or trade ideas you would like to share with me, feel free to comment it below. I will reply to you. All right, thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.